Dude, I told you not to do that.
Wrong stream.
Oh, wrong stream. That's the only team.
Oh, God. Oh,
Get in here. Come on. Oh, it's live. We're live. Everybody calm down. We're live.
Guys, can I just say,
Yes.
with honest and true feelings.
Honest.
No, I need you to lie.
You need to either be honest or true. You can't be
Okay,
both.
I will lie to you. I think it's an absolute terrible plan / shit show that we make our all of our content as flexible as we do and as shit show-esque as we do. I think that's terrible.
We got to stop doing
It's
that.
horrible because then we keep allowing ourselves to get away with shit like that, where we start live and
Oh, yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. What? No, but actually being honest about it so that I don't have to say it backwards. I love the fact that we do that because then we can do shit like that.
It's true. Hey, welcome back. Day 2, Gathering Madness.
I'd say the madness is.
It's pretty thick.
We'll give it about 65% gathered.
65% gathered. We've got some madness
We don't know
planned.
today is the day of the most madness.
Today is going to be mad as
It's
hell.
just a pinnacle of it.
It is.
Well, not this break.
The climax, as it were.
Indeed.
You haven't done that already?
So,
Okay, good.
but that's neither here nor there.
We got to have post-nut clarity for that.
Post madness clarity.
I want all the pages to know that before we decide what sticker to send.
Taint clarity.
The council attains post-nut clarity before we send out patron merch.
The council has made a decision.
It's very well
I
done.
recognize the council has made a decision, but since it was a stupid-ass decision, I have elected
Tainty-ass
to
decision.
ignore it.
What if you could legitimately do that at work? Somebody like, what do you think about this? And it's a really important decision. You'd be like, I need to go get extra clarity. Let me ponder on this with my phone in a secluded corner for the next 5-ish minutes.
I once saw a life hack online that was like, do you feel like calling your ex? You do? Great. Go rub one out and then call it.
Do you still feel like?
And I was like,
Oh, yeah.
oh God, that's like, and that's not even like a sexual thing, right? That's like I'm having
Well, I mean,
emotions,
it
and then you need that
It is.
PNC.
It is a sexual thing, but again,
It's like,
it's not about like
are you
it's
lonely?
Yeah, exactly.
Or are you just horny?
That's how you tell.
Well,
That's the
no.
test.
It's not even about are you lonely or are you horny, because I feel like the lonely and horniness are together, but it's do you actually love them or care about them or have those emotions, or are you just lonely and horny?
Are you lonesome tonight? Are you lonesome?
Never be lonely again with incognito browsing and YouPorn.com. Coming
So
to 5.3 inch display near you.
there it is. Well, do you know the fun thing is today we are not lonely.
lonely and want to text my ex.
No, don't do that. It's a bad idea. So, but today we're not lonely. Today we've got a number of peeps going to be joining us. Not the least of which, but the first of which. Come here, buddy.
I mean, as long as you're okay with it.
As long as
Yeah,
I
I always-
always on camera.
I always like attention. I'll never say no to people going, oh, it's me.
Say hello to the face of Loyal's book club. The camera's right up there.
Is this my camera?
Yeah.
Are you ready for your close
the
up?
one with the blue light? It's not the red light. I know that's.
And don't look.
It's
at the
normal
big
for
lights.
me, and they normally give me a blindfold before the red light goes on.
I'm not crazy. I do actually have to
Zoom in so everyone can see my first blood test.
Do you need to
So
move
that's
the mic? You can move the mic.
No,
The
the
fun thing is, all of these things are mobile.
Yeah, I said to see the blue light,
Oh, okay.
not the mic.
The blue light special.
No, I'm saying if you need to move the mic.
That was
so
my
you can
nickname.
see
Josh,
it.
just let me make up an excuse.
Sorry, fine.
No, but all the talk about post-nut clarity is like, I think there's nothing more humbling than post-nut clarity, especially like, I mean, if you're like 6 pages deep in Pornhub and you're already that desperate, the PNC is kind of that'll humble you even further. That is a very like, I shave the, every time that happens, I shave the middle of my head like those Franciscan monks, and I resign myself to no technology or no fleshly pleasures for like
I love it.
25 minutes.
So 2 things, Dalen. I don't want to call you out at all.
Please.
But you're a lovely human. But 2
This
things.
is how I got canceled.
Number 1, don't use Pornhub.
Kind of on the same page as mine.
Pornhub's trash. And also Pornhub's trash.
Until
their UI
they sponsor
is terrible.
us. Sorry.
No.
Sponsored
no.
by XTube.
No. We are not taking a sponsorship from Pornhub. I'm sorry. There is too much bad stuff on Pornhub. That's what I'm talking about. Pornhub's bad. And let me be clear, I'm not saying that Pornhub is bad because porn. That's not true. I'm fine with porn overall. It's just a bad place for porn. It's not a good place. So if you're, but back to the other point that I was going to make.
Franciscan monk?
No. If you're only 6 pages deep on browsers, why is that a bad thing? That just means you have standards. You're just looking for the right video.
I think 3 pages in means
But
you have
it might
standards.
also
I think
mean that
6
you're
pages in means you're picky.
6 pages
That's
in.
fair. Okay, no, I'll take that.
6
9
pages in, you're trying
pages
to
in
find
means
that
you're
like.
desperate.
It might also just mean that your keyword search skills could use a little refinement.
That's also fair. Because if you're just on the main page and you're 6 pages in, okay. But if you have searched for something you like,
If you're
and
6
you
pages in
can't
and
find
haven't
anything
found
in
that
the
Sasha
first
Grey
3
video,
pages,
you're not going to find it.
But I think the true indication of desperation is going and typing it straight into Google and just clicking videos.
Oh,
no.
That is pure desperate. That's how horny are you that you have no time to waste on navigating to an actual site?
But
They're
yes,
all going to take you to a site, but most of them are going to be like X hamster or some shit, some trash quality site.
also, again, guys, I just want to be very clear. I do not speak for the entire Black Tower podcast all the time, always, by any stretch of the imagination.
I do.
I just want to say, Daniel, the Amin Khan Mahale encourages you very much. Please pay for your porn.
about porn sites. What the fuck?
Please pay for your porn, guys. People in porn work hard.
Yeah.
Please do not just get all of your porn for free online.
I'd like to throw out
Just
there, this conversation is not at all planned. It has absolutely nothing
That
to
is
do
true.
with the later events of the day.
See, that's why I use YouPorn and I watch the amateur videos to give them views.
Yeah,
So they can then use to get
supporting
artists.
local artists.
Yeah. Supporting small businesses.
I can appreciate that.
And that's why
I resist
I'm
big
supporting
porn.
local
I
artists.
still-
to a strip club.
I still definitely think, please, if you actually enjoy what you're seeing, tip the amateurs, pay for their OnlyFans, whatever it is, to actually like support them. But yeah, if you're just away from big porn in general,
That would
I have
actually
no
be
problem
cool
with
as heck.
that.
Well, you know what?
That's fine.
Like,
So here, Andrew,
there's
here's the thing.
nothing like taking and clicking the tip and donate button on a porn video when
So,
you pause
okay.
it at the perfect scene.
But here's the thing, Andrew. I know
It's
you're
like,
not
that's
aware
the
of
money
this.
shot, so here's some money.
Oh my god. Or like, if you think that girl deserves a purple medal of honor for what she just went through, go ahead.
So
You
here's
know,
the thing.
you
need
know
to
who
understand.
really needs a drink? The girl who just did
The most people who create content on the internet are able to collect tips. We aren't because we don't have enough subscribers on YouTube.
What?
Hey,
Rude.
So,
allowed that
however,
to happen?
I will say, where we may lack some in quantity, we definitely have the best quality subscribers.
Also, to be fair, I do want to throw out, just because our subscribers and our actual like pay supporters and whatnot,
I actually like this now.
our supporters don't get us money through OnlyFans. That doesn't mean we're not supported. We do actually have some amazing patrons who give us monetary contributions, and you guys are fantastic. Thank you very, very much.
We also have the Crystal Barista, which
Also
is the
true.
official sponsor of the Black Tower.
Indeed. Who actually got us our accommodations.
Right. Which also,
Incredible.
shout out
Sponsors,
to
sponsors,
the
local.
owners of this home,
What?
the
Read in the
Airbnb.
chat. That's what
Because they are amazing. And we told them what we were doing this weekend. And not only were they like, "Oh hell yeah, that sounds awesome," they were also like, "Can we watch?"
And they're upstairs.
And they're upstairs right now. Just kidding.
it's like, wait, you're gonna do something where we can easily check in on how you're doing.
Right?
In our
Look,
house.
guys, it's still clean and
I
nothing's
mean,
broken.
I mean, to
It's
be
still clean
fair,
on this side of the camera.
On
We
this side,
were-
yeah, don't look
we
back.
were hearing this secondhand from the lovely Crystal Barista, but the way that she said it did make it sound like they were actually excited, not just they were
Oh,
big brothering
that
us.
was
But
it.
at the
Good
same
joke.
time, you know there was a certain amount of big brothering.
Well,
because of course there is. It's
anytime
their
someone
place.
says
Like, you
we're hosting an
totally
event
get that.
and we're
Yeah.
throwing a party in your house.
Exactly.
It's gonna have that air of like,
No, exactly.
Who's gonna want to watch that? It's gonna be me.
But what they need to know is that the Black Tower, we clean up after ourselves.
That's the question.
Like a
Mm.
gentleman.
Like
In Wheel of Time.
old gentleman.
Now to get it
Just
back
don't
to the
check with a
content that we actually like still or what we actually the content we're supposed to be making. I just thought about it because of the word it's gonna be May comment. We have Duck Sauce Pack Buddy. We all know who that is. But who is the embodiment of that instant ramen packet? What character is the instant ramen flavor packet?
So like
It's got to be somebody who's
Really?
stupid intense, almost offensive, and yet when they're combined with something else, they're actually quite nice.
I got it.
Do you?
I know it. I know exactly who it is. And
Ooh, I
It
think
is
I
so
feel like,
good
I feel like I actually might
that
know.
there is absolutely no way anyone can argue against it and still use reasonable arguments.
He started this so that we couldn't do anything about it after he said it. But continue. I'm looking forward to hearing your thing.
Ingtar. The man chased the horn with a most dogged intensity. And everybody was like, "Okay, bro, we get it. Like, yeah, you're Shinar in honor, yes." But after you like spread his experience throughout the story, mix in everybody else, and then you find out about his redemption, you're like, "God, I want more of that."
Once you actually add a little bit of that black garlic oil, that's that shadow.
and
that
then you say, "I can't. I'll read this chapter over and over until I get sick. I'll eat this cup of noodles until I get sick." Boom.
You know what? Okay. I will say there is another person who I feel like also goes ahead and works with this.
Okay.
And that is Egianen.
Mm.
Very
Oh,
intense.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. So,
Very
I
passionate.
was on the same page with you.
quite salty, but once you mix her with the Bale Doman noodles, all of a sudden
once you spread her all over Bale Doman's noodle.
No, that's not what I said. I was calling Bale Doman in his entirety ramen noodle.
Pornhub and YouPorn.
Also, let's be honest, Bale Doman is a little salty, so him being those noodles is appropriate.
See, I was going to go
Continue. Yeah.
with Aludra.
Okay.
Ooh.
Super salty against the rest of the Illuminators. And once you add her with Matt,
Once
is-
you
it is-
slather her all over Matt's noodle.
yeah,
Nils
you literally
said-
create explosions of flavor.
I love that. I love that.
see, I was gonna say Talmanos.
Okay, this
No,
is
no, no, hold
this
on,
is
hold
too
on.
much. I love that we all have.
Talmanis
There's
is
multiple
prime
flavors.
rib, you son of a bitch.
Whoa,
There's also multiple flavors.
Just
though,
because
of-
you're right doesn't mean you have
I'm
to
taking
say
the
it.
Stella Artois back.
Shit.
See, all of these can actually work because there are multiple flavors of instant ramen packets.
Okay,
so
so
it could be beef,
So what
chicken,
is?
shrimp,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
original.
What is?
No, not original.
Yeah, I think
Ingtar-
chicken is.
Ingtar is
high
chicken.
I don't think I've ever had
Original is just like it's like plain. There
original.
is.
Is it? Okay.
I don't know if they make it anymore actually.
Yeah.
Because that used to be my dad's favorite. And
Oh, yeah?
I tried it once and I'm like, it just tastes like There's shitty creamy sauce on noodles. Like, no.
I'm gonna
There's
say
beef, pork, chicken.
Enyamin, shrimp.
She's the shrimp.
She's shrimp,
Good.
especially because
Shrimp
we're
and
mixing her
noodles.
with
Yep.
the Ochian. Oh yeah.
I think a loser would be the chicken,
Okay.
and we give Ingtar the beef.
I would give
And
it
Talmanis is original.
Is
It's alright.
He's pork.
See,
Talmanis
it's
is pork.
I mean, to be fair, I think Talmanis might actually just be original. I think he might be right. I didn't know of the existence of this, but now after the description, Talmanis feels a little basic. Talmanis.
just because like he's the good like center to Matt's sort of like
It's like the safe.
I don't know. I'm looking at Talmanis through like the fanon sort of perspective, where Matt is like the over the like the big like.
Yeah. Talmanis is definitely.
Thank you, he who comes with the wine. Yes. Talmanis is more like sriracha sauce. The one with the cock on the bottle. You want him on everything.
Which is funny.
Actually,
I
if you
actually
make
really like
homemade ramen-
Talmanis, and I want him on a lot of, or I want him in more parts of the story. And I don't want Sriracha on fucking anything. I think Sriracha is trash.
I actually love it.
Not to say anybody else needs to think Sriracha is trash. That's just.
I actually love it. I use it to make ramen when I make homemade.
Yeah?
Nice.
Do you ever do the Naruto swirl and just swirl?
I like
Well, no, because I do it as
Doritos,
part of the
like nacho-
broth when I'm making the
nacho
broth,
Doritos.
so it cooks in with the malt vinegar.
Nice. All right, I would actually
It's
like
so
to
salty.
finish hearing the explanation of why Talmanis is the
Ramen, yes.
the ramen.
Because I feel like compared to Matt is the he's the sauce to Matt's ramen. Because I feel like Matt is exciting on its own. I feel like, you know, especially like when you're thinking about your college years, when you had like $40 to your name, and like you kind of were like, okay, I have this at least. Adding Talmanis to the mix is a good sort of like, okay, there's someone at there's something more to this to make it a more filling meal than it would be on its own. Like if we had just gotten Matt on his own, yeah, sure, that's fine. But an added little Talmanis, a little sprinkle of Talmanis every now and then is a good like,
I'm pretty
this
sure
elevates it.
Talmanis is sprinkling himself around.
Oh yeah, he's sprinkling himself on that.
Excuse me, my good sir, could you pass me the Talmanis?
It's all mayonnaise.
The tall mayonnaise.
There needs to now be a really tall mayonnaise jar.
I have one at my house.
And this is a
It's
call to
from
action. We need more
Costco.
Talmanis
It's
fan.
It's big.
If you don't redo the label to just make it say Talmanis.
I'll see what I can do.
Tall mayonnaise.
All right, so guys,
Got a
Gathering
special gift
Madness
for this today.
Day 2 is happening. It's awesome. We have amazing things in store for you, not the least of which is, of course, Loyal's Book Club is here. Like, come on. Give it up for Loyal's Book Club. Go give them a follow. They're amazing.
I know we haven't updated for like 5 months, but I
Oh
promise-
my God.
I promise we're coming back in the new year.
New year, new them. For our first panel, we got
New Year,
coming up.
New Loyal? Is that
Yeah.
what's happening?
Yeah.
Loyal's Book Club Season 1 was Loyal Season 1, where he's just like, I will show you the way to the waiting. And
Season 2,
Season
I'm just
2
spoiling
is-
Eric the entire time. Like he's like, oh, I think Egwene. Is this full spoiler?
Yes.
Yeah.
But if he goes like,
We
oh,
got the
so
band
what do you think
around.
is going to happen with the Black Lodge? Oh no, that's not happening. They torture Rand for a week and put him in a box, and then he breaks out. No, you're wrong. But next episode, we're getting to that.
Wait, does that mean that Season 2, they're just going to tie you up and you're just going to be like,
That was my plan for Jordan Cup.
I
can't wait.
I really just want to see somebody now like doing their Rand get up
Oh my
on
god.
a wheel and they're just being rolled around the con space. Oh,
Yeah.
that'd be great. Use a dummy though, probably safety.
You know what I would love to see? Not on the wheel, but I would love to have somebody just bring like a chest or a trunk that's just on a cart.
Oh
And then
god.
every time they move around, they just get back in the trunk and out. So
Okay, even better. You could be pulling a chest on a cart with like one of those actuators that just move back and forth.
Oh my God.
And a video recorder. Ah!
See, I would love to
Lose therein!
See, or like a small little like carryable patch of grass with like a white crystal on it. It's be like, it's my Egwene cosplay.
Yeah.
There was a crystal Egwene like last year.
There was.
Nice.
There was.
Yeah. They had like a bunch of crystal sections like coming off of them, and they like painted their face blue and like,
Yeah,
mixed
she
it
did.
up.
Oh, yeah, I
That would
remember
be
that.
kind of cool if they made her death in the show a little grim, or like a little more like, because like, isn't she just like her soul separates from her body and she just kind of like they make.
I mean, it's one of those wonderful things about the last battle where they're like, we're wrapping this up and we're giving you closure, but you don't actually know what the fuck is going on
Yeah.
here. Like,
I mean, Brandon masterfully writes. Egwene did something.
kind of.
Yeah.
Thing.
I can appreciate it. It's like, because he sat there racking his brain, like, how do I explain this?
Yeah.
And then eventually
Oh.
was finally just like, something. Even she didn't understand.
Well,
Yeah.
no, I think my absolute favorite part is like I feel like Brandon actually just wrote a memory of light, and then he like looked down at what he wrote, and he was like, "Okay, cool. So this book is now 4,500 pages long.
Yeah.
That's not publishable. Let me go ahead and start cutting things." And he like opened the book to like a random page, and he was like, "Okay, cool. So Egwene does all of this different stuff to figure out all of the different things she needs for the weave that she figured out, which is the flame of Tar Valon and blah blah blah." Okay, cool.
And here's a historical flashback.
Yeah,
Callback.
Egwene did something.
Yeah.
She didn't even understand.
She looked into the cracks and
Gowan's gonna live in that.
see
No.
see a thing, and she was like, "Interesting thing."
Yeah, no, exactly. Or you know what?
Eh.
You know
It
what?
worked.
You know what? For me, would actually even be better is Brandon does actually finish writing it, and he hands it over to Maria. And it's 4,500.
And Maria
pages
and
long.
Harriet were
And
both like,
Maria looks at it and she goes,
"Okay."
"Okay, Brandon, we love you. You're not gonna read this again until we actually put it out." And Brandon's reading, and he's like, "Yes, yes, yes."
They get to
Wayne
like, why
does
is it so small?
something, and he's like, "God damn it!"
Harriet finally snatches it. Because originally it was a lot of folding arms under breast, all that, as Egwene figures it out, as she's lifting herself into the air, forming the weave. Like,
Yes.
but they went
Sniffing, smoothing skirts.
smoothing skirts, saying men, and then Harriet went, "This is my fucking chance. I had to endure all those, like, I had to endure it. I can finally cut it the fuck out."
That was actually the cut scene too, was when she would cross her arms underneath her breast, they would grow and as the scene expanded too.
Yes.
So first it would be like, her ample bosom, and then it would be her engorged bosom.
Yeah, and then she just
throwing new.
when Egwene died, she had full like triple G's, like
Yeah. It was actually a defense mechanism. Like it was to counter.
it's like
airbags.
airbags.
Yeah.
She deployed her airbags. You know?
Oh wow!
Robert
You guys,
Jordan,
so-
Robert Jordan, please don't strike us down.
Are you
Robert Jordan.
on that note?
That's like
Oliver
the
James
one.
Brigney,
It's like the
please.
one time I hear it.
Oh my
It's
god!
like,
Talking about Egwene's
It's like, yeah, no. I want these guys gone.
Cease and also desist.
But go on.
All right. Well, now that we've reached a depth of conversation that I just don't feel comfortable digging any deeper on.
Liar!
In public.
Liar!
I think what we're going to do then is we're going to turn you guys over to our first panel,
Indeed.
which we're very, very excited about. Some friends of ours, the road to Tar Valon, they
Are
have.
they still on the way?
They are still looking. I'm surprised they found their way here today. They're
Wait,
Well,
is
this
that
is like what their
wait, is
third.
that the problem? Are they looking for
they're
North
lost.
Harbor?
They're
If they
I'll
just,
let
if
you
they
ask
just
them
went to Tar Valon, they'd probably find it. I think they're
Like, this is
probably
like what the
just
third or
looking
fourth
for
loop
things.
back
Third or
around.
fourth
Right?
around the Westlands. No, so we're going to get the road to Tar Valon. They've invited a couple people on them, and they're going to be discussing the Seanchan.
They've invited a couple of people on them. That's what you just said out of your human mouth.
On that note, all right, everybody, come on in. We're going to bring them in right now.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say anymore on that.
We're just not going to go there. Hello.
Oh, here we
Hey.
are.
Hey.
Oh,
So Tracy is in. She looks like for a moment, but how's it going? There we go. Everybody.
There, we've done it.
Me and technology were a perfect match. Always.
I've just been enjoying looking at the boys in black in their natural element on a couch all together in matching gear.
Right? Yeah.
Now you see the Black Tower podcast in its natural habitat.
We need to get David. Is David Attenborough on
That's
Cameo?
the perfect segue into what we're going to be talking about. Things in their natural habitat.
There it is.
On the God, it's Black
Ready.
Tower podcast member and shove my head
Come on,
right
tonight.
in its throat.
All right. Well, we are so excited you guys are here. Thank you so much for hosting a panel. I'm gonna pop myself out, but we'll be listening and paying attention and making sure that Mills doesn't get too crazy in the chat. So,
Okay.
all right. Well, you guys
Out.
take it away. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for
Thank
having
you.
us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Here
Oh,
we
man.
are, the gathering
Okay.
madness. The boys in black are, I think, steadily drinking right now.
I feel like it's very
What time
trusting
is it for
of
them?
I,
One. If they're on
That's right.
if they're on the West Coast, Pacific Standard Time is 3 hours before my time. I have family that lives out there, so it's the one time zone besides Amber's that I know really well.
we
It's
did
after
some,
dark somewhere. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Exactly.
let's, like,
Exactly.
let's introduce ourselves. I'm the only one with a weird name. Cool.
Oh,
Oh my God! I was gonna
forgot.
put in the Great Grolmer. Can I change mine?
I don't
I think
know.
if you click on your name,
Sad now.
Yeah, you can.
I?
yeah, you can. If you
Really?
click on your name in the bottom left corner, you can edit it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go
Oh,
ahead.
I love you for
Oh,
knowing that.
Yes. Low par fan.
There we go.
The great Grolmer.
Oh, wait.
Wait, what? Tell me, Tracy.
Just wait.
Okay.
There you go.
The
The
great
great
Grunty
Grunty Grolmer. Even better.
Grom.
Grom. And of course, only people who listen to our podcast will know that is hilarious.
I don't know how to
Tracy's
spell
signature.
aficionado, so I'll stick with enthusiast. But
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
That's accurate.
Accurate. I was reading up on my Torm recently, and they have live births, so I think that confirms
Whoa.
it, right?
Do they really? That's
Yeah.
something I didn't know. Sorry.
So people watching, we're talking about the Seanchan exotic creatures, and I don't know Twitter of time. This has been a thing, but the
I like
question
that you-
is,
exotic
Yeah.
creatures.
that's what they're called.
I know. I just love it so much. Yeah.
But
Okay.
that was like the question that we were throwing around. Like, are they reptilian or are they mammalian?
Mm.
So if they give live birth, I think
Mammal.
that's 1 point in favor of mammals.
I agree. I mean, isn't that
Yeah.
kind of how it works in like our world? I think.
unless you're like a porpoise or whatever
Platypus.
that weird.
Yeah.
Platypus. I think the platypus is like that weirdo that's like,
Yeah.
don't talk to that guy.
Kind of
Just-
weird.
Check out
No,
my spurs.
No
They're
one
poisonous.
knows what's going on with me. It's
Oh,
fine.
there's an egg. Oh,
Don't mind
I guess
that.
that's
Nothing
happening.
to see here.
off to a
Do you
good
think-
start.
Do you think? Do you think there are any exotic creatures in the Seanchan world that are like that confused about what
What they
side
are.
they love? Yeah. If
They
one
have
of them
identity
was, which
crisis.
one-
Maybe the crawlum.
Yeah.
It looks like a toucan bird, and something.
Quorum, I don't know.
Ooh.
Something like that. There's one
That
that's
could be
like
cool. I can see that.
ostrich-like, but like flightless. I don't know. I'm
So
just thinking
useless.
of a big,
sorry.
like, naked ostrich.
There were a lot more than I remembered as
Gross,
well.
gross, gross. It's so floppy.
Oh, no.
Why did you say that? I was not expecting the mental image that
Pigs and
came along
foxes in
with
the
that.
chat. Grom, 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 grom to
Grom,
you, good
grom.
sir.
Just afraid of how many ideas we're going to give Kevin today. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna come back away from this and have just so much material for this evening.
I hope
Cannon
so.
fodder.
I really
I
do.
will, honestly. You see, I believe you when you say that, and I also believe half the people when they say they don't want that, but I also don't believe them. So it's like it's a weird silent agreement that we have that I'll make things and people will say, "Don't do this again," and
But
I
what they
will make
really
them again.
What they
Tracy's
really
not on
mean.
Twitter very often, so she has no idea what she's missing. No idea.
Well,
Nope. Sorry.
There is a private chat. I don't know. Maybe we should spam her with.
You
what
guys keep
she's
talking. I'll
missing.
just sit here and catch up on everything that's gone down in Twitter in the last, 2 years. It may
Snakes
take a
and-
minute, but
Snakes and Foxes says for Kevin of the give live birth that they do have nipples. Yes. This is-
Ted was here.
that was
Yeah.
almost a sentence, man. That was so close. Super close.
Then they do. Then
They
do they
can't
have-
escape Ted.
Oh, it was a question. I read it wrong.
For Kevin, of the give live birth, then do they have nipples?
Punctuation. Sorry.
oh my
we
god,
got
that's so funny.
I'm really glad we have the spoiler banner across the bottom
Yes.
that says it is not child friendly. So
Oh,
Oh,
thank
yeah.
goodness. Thank goodness.
people
I
in
never-
chat.
Go
It's
wild.
appropriate that Tad, may she autocorrupt forever, made an appearance today. So.
Yeah, I know. She had to have. It's an honor for her to be here. She's obviously Empress of the Seanchan Empire. So
Tell us.
Obviously.
You
What?
sound so official, like as you sip your coffee.
Yeah, I'm like,
I'm
is this
enjoying
turning
this.
into a news chat? Is there stuff like?
it's Hinder Stream lore. It's Hinder Stream stuff. You don't want to know.
Oh,
about it. It's
okay,
fine.
okay,
It's
okay.
fine.
All right.
I've somehow not made it into the Hinder stream. I don't know if
what
I
it
want to be, but it's like the nipple thing, People say they don't want in it, but I mean, come on.
What is
Well,
it?
Moridin's been there much longer than I have. He's a founding member, I think.
Yeah, I think I may have accidentally started it or close enough to the beginning of it. So I'm sorry and not sorry.
What?
Should we
Then
tell
away you
Tracy
go.
what the
Yeah, I wanna
Hinder
know what
stream
this
is?
Yeah.
What is the Hinder stream?
Yeah, I have no
it-
idea what this is. I'm so
How
sorry.
much time do we have?
So about a
Should we give us,
month
like-
after the TV show came out, Child Born Hall made a comment about how he could see all the weaves in this show and that conflicted him being children of the light that he is. And then I think I tagged Adalorna on there because clearly Dane needed some help. And then all of us, before we knew it, we overloaded the thread and we will not let it die now. So it's been going on
I
for
love that. I love that.
10 months now about.
Kevin
Wow.
clicked the wrong button. He says help.
He,
Josh? Andrew? Anyone? He got sucked into the Hinder stream.
Oh,
Please.
no. Twitter. I bet we can send them.
I'm back.
Oh, you're
He's
back.
back.
You're back.
Thank you. It says only the host can add, so I was just like, I'm just gonna hang out for a bit.
I'll be in the private chat part, just adding my bit from here.
All my bits and nips, yeah.
Bits
Just in
and
the
nips.
private chat.
Okay,
No,
so
okay.
exotic
Yeah.
Seanchan creature, right? Okay.
Yeah,
Does
Tracy
anybody
and
have
I
like a top favorite,
top favorite
like exotic
I mean,
creature? I mean,
Grom, obviously.
okay.
It's in the. It
It's
says it
in
right
all the
here.
names. The girl
I was Growlum until Todd drew a Lopar, and then I became a Lopar fan. 'Cause
They're so cute, right?
They
he
are
was
pretty
just
cute,
like
yeah.
sleeping and drooling, and it's just so cute that it's.
Right.
I can resonate with that. So.
Yeah, that's actually one of my favorite creatures too, especially the way that the High Lady Ceruth treats her Lopar. I'm like, that's me and my dogs. Like, that's exactly. And I'm like, I want a giant beast that could rip anything apart, just be like the submissive, truly like, I love you kind of creature. That sounds cool. I want one of those. And a pack of Grom.
Pack. They
Yeah,
come in
it
fewer
has-
than 3.
3? Yeah, I feel like so. That would be my essential exotic Seanchan pack. That's where it
Essential
would start.
starter pack. Of
Exactly.
animal.
Yeah, start there. If you survive, wow, good. Those Lopar, vicious. Anyway.
Kevin, what are you thinking about as far as your Seanchan creatures? Is there any of them that speak to you?
I feel like maybe it's just my instinct to go against slightly the grain, but I think the Rockin are kind of underrated. Not the toe Rockin. We don't need the big ones. The little ones though, like your own personal kind of like flying guy. I feel like that's like a underutilized feature. Obviously they have scouts, but it feels like a bit of a blind spot. Like they did, he could have made them into a bit more than what they ended up being.
You know what? With Robert Jordan's military history, he could have used them in like World War I bomber style missions.
Yeah.
That would have been so badass. Like the Red Baron on a Rockin. They have They make like little marks on their hip of their flying creatures to come back off. Like,
do you guys think we're
take down
gonna
their
get any of
goggles.
the flyers, the flying ones in the TV show?
I hope so.
Yeah, but not in season 2.
No.
Not in season 2.
No, probably not. Yeah.
Yeah, I think part of the actual Helene, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I don't think that. Oh, sorry, Amber, go ahead.
Oh no, we were trying to like flesh this out and think like which ones would be the most likely, and this was before the little teaser dropped. And we were looking at the big statue-esque thing on the bow of the ship, and we were like, oh my god, like it's been right there all season
the whole
1
time,
and we just
right in
missed
front of
it.
us.
We just
How did
missed
we miss
it.
that? How did we miss that?
But we were asking ourselves, like, is this just an Easter egg? Like alluding to the fact, like, yes, they have the creatures somewhere. Look, it's memorialized on the ship. But then when we got the teaser, I like flipped. I was like, oh my god, there it is. It's a Torm. I think some people are still trying to work out what animal they do think it is, but I'm in team Torm. Like, you can't change my mind on that.
I think it's a Torm. Is it a statue or do you think it's real?
The way that Uno's face looks, he looks terrified. So I mean, if it was a statue, I don't know.
It is the scariest statue ever made.
Right?
Exactly.
What are you?
It's like a jump scare. That's like a jump scare moment or whatever.
Yeah.
Thank you, Amber. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Yeah, I mean, I assume Uno made some comment about like its breath stinking. Like, I don't know. Uno's got quite the vocabulary. I'm sure he said something really clever, and then they were like, "We'll feed you to my wonderful pet." But I don't know, like, I would really like to see the Rockin' and Toe Rockin', but then I'm also scared of them being like the stereotypical dragon.
Yeah.
And I don't want that. I want them to be more like pterodactyls.
Actually,
but
well,
less beaky.
And Kevin, with what you said about how like they're kind of underutilized, if we
Mhm.
like comboed up that idea of using them as like a more like reconnaissance, dart, and attack force, it would definitely distinguish it as something entirely different from a lot of the things that we've seen in other shows. Like House of the Dragon, like the dragons don't fight together. They're like, I breathe fire and I'm flying. So if you made them so that they were like this like really sharp, fast military force, which would be totally in line with the way that the Seanchan run things, I think that would be really badass. I think that'd be cool.
And this
Yeah, I
is
think that'd be a lot of fun.
spoilers, so they're pretty essential in the late books, right? And
I think so,
Gathering
yeah.
story.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true as well. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
taking over the tower and of course.
Oh my god,
there's-
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
there's
mean,
like
that's.
like the.
Oh, sorry. Got
Oh no, and I was
excited.
just thinking like no, I was just thinking about how like you said like they have to be distinct from dragons and they don't have front paws, like they just have the back legs or whatever too. So that should hopefully help.
Mm, That's true.
Okay. Yeah.
Mhm.
And no fire breathing.
Yeah,
No
no
fire
fire.
breathing. Mm-mm.
Yeah, that's important actually.
And live births.
Live births.
And live
I
birds.
don't know if the Torm or I don't know if the Rockin' and Toe Rockin' have live births.
Yeah.
Just gonna
Probably
consult my tome real quick. Hang on.
Yeah.
Please do. I encourage research. I love this.
But I
So I
mean,
wanna
this is
know.
what makes the Seanchan like this force to be reckoned with. This is why they're so fearsome. I mean, not only do they have these leashed channelers, but they have like a whole armada of like weird nightmare creatures.
Mhm.
And I think that's also kind of like a scare tactic on its own, because when people see them roll up, they're just like, okay, like we give up.
We give up. We give up. You win. No
Yeah.
contest.
I swear to the Empress, may she live forever.
Yeah.
Where's the
Right,
nearest,
right,
F
right
shop?
here. I will totally bow down, hands sneeze, head floor, don't care, just want to live. That's all I want.
So we've got Rockin' an egg layer. The female Rockin' lay one egg at a time, so no nipples.
No nipples. Nippleless.
It's okay. It aids in aerodynamics when they're flying, so
That's true. That's true.
it's
Yeah.
probably like
More
a good
streamlined.
thing as far as like evolution is concerned, you know.
Is that the same for the
Yeah.
toe rockin' that Kevin?
It's looking like it.
Yeah.
It doesn't go into as much detail for whatever reason about their egg-laying habits. It does call it an
Any
animal,
though.
knowledge.
Short us.
And this is the
Knowledge.
this is the very accurate white book, of course. You know,
That's what
No-
I've got it open on my phone as well.
no lore discrepancies. So let me cross-reference it with a much more reliable source of information.
Companion.
No pictures in this one though. So
There are pictures in that one.
are there?
They're
Okay,
just-
not as many.
There are. Yeah, they're just more like pencil drawings instead of
Yeah.
like. They're pretty though. It's kind of fun to go through it. The maps on there, I always found the maps in the companion really useful.
That's true.
Yeah. Other than that, though, I sometimes don't find the companion that useful.
The
Nope,
big
it
white book
confirms.
is just great for the photos alone.
Mhm.
That's I just
Majestic.
need to add that one to my collection. Just put
Mhm.
it on my Wheel of Time shelves.
Looks like
Have you
both
seen the
save.
new? Have you seen the new
Sorry, both
Seanchan
eggs.
map?
The new
Is there-
Seanchan map.
There's a
Yeah,
new
like in
Seanchan
the-
map.
In the I think in the new Origins, book, like
Origins.
it's supposed to be like it's supposed to be like really expanded. So
Yeah, he wrote a great article about like the process of like going through his old notes and like reviewing the old maps that he had, you know, unofficially published. So it was really interesting.
I'm really looking forward to the Seanchan being like really fleshed out. I mean, it's almost, I don't know if it was planned or anything like that, but with like the new map coming in and then season 2 taking like a really heavy focus on the Seanchan, like,
Mhm.
I don't know, maybe they're, I guess, bringing them in to be like a much bigger threat earlier on,
Mhm.
which I appreciate.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Especially,
has-
I mean, the white cloaks are the white cloaks. Like, they're the dirty weasel boys, whatever. Sorry, white cloak fans.
You're the dirty wee boy. noise. So say it, Amber.
But I mean, they're just like this. They feel really like human and something based on our history. But then, like when you bring in the Seanchan, it makes the world kind of like really weird and really different and really strange. So I think it's a good idea to kind of bring that in right off the bat, and it kind of distinguished the show. And that's the same way how I feel about like all of the weird creatures, because I mean, like, yeah, we have dragons in TV shows, but like some of the stuff that we have from the Seanchan, it's just not like anything that I've really seen in fantasy.
No,
I mean, it's
same.
almost more sci-fi.
Which I
I hope we see
Especially where they
three-eyed
come from.
Growlithe in season 2.
Yeah.
They're multi-dimensional beings. They
Right.
don't come from our world.
Yeah.
I think that
That's
might
sci-fi.
I was gonna say that might be the definition of sci-fi.
Yeah.
Multi-dimensional being.
Well, mirror
Tara
world, I guess.
says
Yeah.
the only white cloak I like
Close
is
enough.
Yakin
It's still
Paradin.
weird.
Yeah, that's true.
Yakin
Snakes and
Paradin.
Foxes is asking about Texas. How do we feel about maybe not getting the accent on the show?
The Texan
The Texan.
Seanchan.
Yeah.
Seanchan.
Oh,
I
God.
mean, I'm okay with it. I'm okay if they leave that behind. I was watching
But why? That sounds so appealing.
Seanchan.
Seanchan. I was watching this show that the actress that we were thinking might be Suroth, and I'm really intrigued by this woman, and I'm really curious to see like what she's going to give us, because in the show that I was watching her in, she definitely like has a strong accent that she uses in the show. So like I wonder if that's something that they took into account for, and like now the Seanchan might sound like she does.
This is Karima
Curious.
McAdams.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Is it like Deep State, I think is the name of it. But yeah, she's a great actress. I mean, I'm excited to see her. I mean, I've only seen her lips really in the trailer. The
True.
teaser.
And
her
long
nails.
nails and lips.
Oh yeah, and the
we have a lot
nails.
to go with.
Yeah. I want to see here. So okay. Can we talk about Grom for a little bit?
I hope so, yeah.
Okay. I mean, no, the way that they're brought in, it's so ridiculous. Like I love the going through the portal stone, but it's so cartoony. Like it's really silly, kind of. And I know people like love the portal stone stuff, but
I like it.
Yeah, there's something about the
fun.
Grom
I
that
do.
are
I
like,
think it's fun.
yeah, they're like these giant bear-like frogs. Yeah, with 3 eyes, and I get a kick out of them. I really do.
I can't ever not see them in my head as like badly drawn 70s fantasy animation creatures. Like the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. You guys know that? The old cartoon version of it, and then like for the Lord of the Rings and whatnot, like that kind of style, but like bear frog like 3-eyed creature, and it's always like that. Like doesn't matter the surrounding, it has that cartoony animation thing to it, and I still am somehow like, yeah, that thing. I like it. But are they like pack animals too? Like
Yeah, usually.
Yeah.
I've never imagined them hopping towards Rand in the Porter world until now, but the frog they're just like doing these big leaps, because I always imagine them running like streamlined, but
ooh, no, for me it's
now they
like
hop.
yes,
Yeah.
like
Yeah, kind of like
breastplate.
bumbling, but fast.
Just a pack
And
of
Rand's
baby
like,
Growlithe coming at you.
Headshot.
Headshot.
How can I miss that ungainly thing? Look at it.
Well, that's why they have 3 eyes, just like another
Yeah.
target for the bow and arrow shot.
Right? Right? If you had one eye, it would be a challenge, but you've got 3. So this, like,
Yeah.
I'm suddenly not so impressed, Rand. Not impressed. Sorry about your luck. Actually, he did great. Good job, Rand.
He did for his fake damsel in distress, in
Yeah,
which
he
you
totally
know,
saved Celine, who didn't need it.
great
Right.
job, man.
That
And
was
she's
my
like,
mature
"Stop! We should
response.
just run." And he's like, "No, I got this." And then she's like, "All right,
All right.
go ahead."
I guess I'll wait here for you, but you could be somewhere else by now.
Oh no, there's 3 more. There's no way you could do this 3 more times. He's like, "All right, I got it." So uncooperative.
Just you relax.
Imagine how how wild it would be if they were in like a cave and they're like jumping but can't really move and they're all kind of like stuck there. You know that cave that they like to shoot at least
yeah.
one time per episode.
The secret pool cage, right?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
pool cave.
Oh my god!
It's
Just for
definitely
funsies,
you gotta get some
somebody
Gollum in there.
hurts all the Grom in there. Hey guys, I just want to see what happens.
Get a disco ball going. It'll be great. Snakes and Foxes says nothing says gallant hero like shooting giant frogs in the face.
That is true.
True.
Wow. Anything else on Grom that we should?
Oh, I heard that Dane Bornhold's mom was also a Grom. I heard that as well. I may
Is that
have
the
written a
latest?
fanfic on Twitter one evening about that as well.
You may have created and propagated that story.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It sounds like one worth propagating, though. I'd read it.
It was a pretty
Possibly believe it, depending on how
pretty
convincing your
steamy as
argument
well. It gets
is.
pretty hot.
Oh. Already
Dane
saying-
is born in the fic too.
Oh wow.
Oh,
What a
Was it a
storyline
live
you
birth,
created.
Yeah, yeah. He was a little poop that fell out of Captain Bornhold's book.
Sounds like Dane to me.
we've lost Tracy.
It's such an accurate description of what I think Dane Bornhold is, you know? So it's fine.
We have fun on Twitter, you know. We have fun.
I'm so glad.
Things always get steamy around Grolum, even in
Yeah.
the Great Hunt. You know, aren't we all looking forward to Celine telling Rand how he's got such big arms and he saved her and all that, and then
The
gonna be
glory. The
Think
glory
of
of the
glory.
horn.
Tracy had the
Do you have a
idea that
shirt I
maybe,
can borrow, Rand?
yeah,
I need to clean my immaculate dress.
so filthy. Like the Mr. Clean commercial.
She does. She like drops the thing next to the horse, and she's like, "What's this inside your horse bag?" Oh. And he's like, never touched a woman in the book either. So you know.
Right? Poor kid. He's still just a kid. He's just a little kid. He's like 18. 19.
Showrand will be a bit better though. You know, he's a bit more
That's
experienced
true.
with women.
I appreciate that there is an age increase for the show. I think it just will make everything so much better and easier to follow.
I would
Invest yourself
prefer,
in.
this is Tracy's idea, if she was like this wealthy benefactress and kind of is like, oh, you like sad young man. He helps her out with something, I don't know. And then he gets some like a fancy new wardrobe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because the whole like 90s, like, oh, let me wear your shirt thing.
Right?
It feels so outdated.
They start putting like typography from My So-Called Life across. No, I would love that. I would, because there's so many like little loose ends where it's like, where does this go? How does Rand get to this place? And like, if we're gonna have him bump into one of the Forsaken ahead of time, I would much rather have it be like someone who's actually, I don't know, competent and like that I can get invested in instead of rolling my eyes at every 5 seconds. And I think like the idea of like this woman who's like, oh, poor you. Like that just
Yeah.
feels a little better. She's like, you have a hair and mark blade and you don't know how to use it. I have a blade master that could probably help you learn how to use like that for a little bit. And then you can get that whole how does Rand become a blade master or even start becoming a blade master question answer, because that's a big one for me. We're talking about
Yeah.
Seanchan exotic creatures. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Unless
I
you
think
guys
a
want to
little-
like
I think a little tangents are good though. I mean, that's one of those like big questions at the end
It
of the
is.
Great Hunt. He's supposed to face off,
with a real blade master.
yeah,
Mhm.
with High Lord Turok. So
like
like,
3 episodes maybe.
what's he gonna do? Pull out his bow?
Stand
That
still,
would be
damn it.
I brought a bow and
Point
arrow
blank.
to a blade master fight.
It's the opposite, though. You know, you have the advantage with the sword, so it's
Yeah.
weird.
unless it's not close quarters.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
He's just come here, young man. No, I'll stay back here.
I'm good.
I'm good.
Long distance weapons. Massive battle weapon of what, the mid 14th century? Sorry. We won't get into like why longbows are ultra super cool at the moment. I'm sure everybody already knows that anyway. I'm just gonna log
They
back
look
into my
cool, for one.
And just to confirm as well, just because we're going to do this up for all of them. Grom, if they have litters, they got nipples.
They got
Okay.
yeah. If they have litters, they've got nipples. You heard it
Mhm.
here first.
Only one usually survives. It's a very high infant mortality rate for the births, but it's multiple births at once, and not a spawn
Is it-
though. It does say litter.
Is it like the dominant Grom like
Hmm.
gets the most
Oh, yeah.
nutrients and the rest just kind of like fizzle out? Is that what makes them ferocious? Like they gotta fight for it, fight to survive.
Yeah,
good
it seems like the ones
question.
that yeah. It doesn't specify. It does say that they will often rip apart and eat one of their own if they've been injured,
That's-
and they'll consume their own dead. So
That's what I was kind of wondering, was like, is this like a
Hamster
mom
scenario.
mom weans them out? Oh, little runty guy. Is that what happens? Ush. That was so bad.
I'd watch.
Anyway.
I mean, can you imagine like a spinoff? It's just like Attleboro. Like, here we see a pack of wild Grom.
we see the Grom giving birth in the savannah. Oh, looks like they're tearing each other apart. All right, we'll pan to this way.
And here comes the farm boy from the mirror world.
Yeah.
Right.
Hunter Grom.
Sorry. Apparently that's the sound Rand's arrow.
It's a sci-fi, you know.
It
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
It is. There's so much that's so sci-fi about this show, this series.
Oh man, Nils, I like that. Turok's nails got caught in his scabbard. I thought that was very funny. I didn't laugh, but I wanted to acknowledge that it was funny.
That's how Rand does
That's
it.
how he wins.
Hmm.
I knew I should have gotten a trim.
Broken nail, and it's over like
And
that.
it's over. Rand's like, I see
He
my
should just fight
advantage.
with his nails. Why does he have to get a sword?
Seriously,
Yeah, right.
Plus 2 hand to hand.
my hand, your hand. Oh wait, it's just one hand. Do they just like grow out on one hand? Is that what it is?
Did
Where's
Turok
Mempo?
in the sizzle in the little
Or
reel?
both
Did he
in the
have
sizzle?
both, or was it just the one hand? I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember either. I just remember because I think they just show the one hand like coming down on like the edge of the
Mm-hmm.
like the chair. I think that's it. But
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking about Turok though.
Yeah. And I can't remember like what
Mhm.
his nail situation is. I keep like
Nils
moving
thinks
my
it's a
fingers
point
around.
also.
Yeah, 4. I think 4.
Some are saying
yeah.
4. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. But still. How do you
Well,
do
we
it
know
all
one
in the-
thing. That's what one thing that the Daco Veil must do is, the wiping stuff. because you can't.
Yeah, that's why you need Taco Valley, right?
They actually all have bidets with fan
Yeah,
drying.
they just put water in the Taco Bell's mouth and they just go.
We went there.
Well,
The spoiler banner contains adult humor. It's right here. If you're offended, read.
Man, there are times when I wish my imagination didn't work quite so well.
It's a blessing and a curse, isn't it?
This might be one of them. Yeah. That's so gross. But yeah, I can totally see the Seanchan doing it. I can see them doing it. You think I want a UTI? You get down there and you do your job.
Don't look at me though. Do not make eye contact.
Taco Bell have a lot of talents. Bidet, dancing,
Bidet
bidet, ballet
functionality.
dancing. You know,
They can serve cough perfectly,
serve
you know.
Oh yeah.
But God, I'd want them
Talent.
host down first.
Oh yeah.
Go clean yourself now. You're disgusting. Yes. This is a day in the life of the Seanchan nobility and Taco Bell.
Exotic creatures.
Exotic
Oh, is
creatures.
that what we were doing?
I mean, we can talk about all things Seanchan, I guess. I
It's all
mean,
relevant.
yeah. I wanted to scroll through here and see if there's any that we're missing. I mean, I don't know.
It's borderline snakes and
I
foxes.
think that's wrong.
borderline.
Snakes and foxes.
It's borderline. It's very, very close to the edge. It's like super close. But probably they would think so.
They would think so.
No, but they
They would
kind of
think so.
are because, like, I mean,
Because they're like
they
basically
have a
like,
handler as well. So
they're pets to
yeah,
Seanchan. So
yeah. This is true. This is true.
No.
Are Ogier creatures? I mean, I don't want to be speciest or anything over here.
They're
But-
sentient.
They're
We're creatures.
sentient.
I think
What
that's
are
the
they?
sci-fi part, right? Because they come from a different world.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Mars, I
I
think.
don't think
Yeah.
they're creatures.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I-
literally aliens.
I think it's interesting how different they are in Seanchan than they are in like the Westlands.
Yes.
It's just like
Mhm.
it's just so night and day difference. Like I think Ogier and I think like books and peacefulness and growing.
Not
things.
loyal ripping out of
Right.
rope. Like,
Mhm.
No. And I certainly don't think about them being attached to a group known as like the Death Watch Guard. Like,
right?
really? That's you guys?
Wow,
Where's that
alright.
origin story? How did that happen?
Yeah.
Okay, I have a theory, but I have to think about it a little bit. So in Seanchan, like there's steadings pretty much like way more than there are in the Westlands. So I would assume that the Ogier and Seanchan have more interaction with the people, where in the Westlands, the Ogier are kind of cut off by the need to be in a steading, because of the longing.
Mhm.
So if you have
Mhm.
constant interaction around the people, you assimilate faster. And so they just kind of assimilated into the Seanchan culture quicker, where the Ogier and Randland, so to speak, kind of stick to themselves a little bit. I mean, it's kind of like a real world thing. I mean, yeah.
We
It
only
is
see
interesting that there's no
Ogier,
like trauma. Go ahead.
I would say we only see Ogier Death Watch cards, right? Like, are there like
Mhm.
Ogier Taco Valley also?
That's
Oh.
true.
I don't
Um,
believe so, but I do think that there is mention of how there are Ogier populations who have more or less I guess, normal lives, like work as artisans, are parts of the community. And I think that's the other reason, like what Amber was saying, like the assimilation happened faster because they're all kind of like crowded together. And so I think it's only like certain portions of the Ogier become part of the Death Watch Guard, and the other Ogier portion seems to kind of live within the Seanchan ranks. But that's my understanding, and I could be totally wrong.
Yeah, too, and there's prestige, I think, with like the Death Watch Guard. Like they are held at a higher like rank than pretty much everyone else because almost everyone else is considered slaves. And even like the merchants are below like some of the slaves. So like if you're an Ogier and you're in the Death Watch Guard, like you have this status that's above everything that I previously mentioned. So, I mean, why not? Like, if it puts you like ahead of the game and above like other people, then I could assume them like taking it seriously and being proud of it, I guess, in the weird Seanchan way of things.
Yeah, that's true. It is weird how like there's this like generational trauma kind of concept with the Ogier too, like the ones in the Randland having just like the longing, which could be psychosomatic, it could be like a real genetic thing that was just kind of passed down too. But it's interesting to see how the other ones just don't have that problem because they were never cut off from their setting, so they never had to develop that trauma, especially or whatever. So it's very, very curious. I hope they explore that a bit more.
Yeah. It's really interesting.
Sorry, excuse me. I'm just wondering. Excuse me. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm
Got a growl in your throat?
I do actually. That's where I keep mine, is in my throat. I'm wondering. Okay, so we have this like militaristic, all or nothing force that descends on what becomes Shindar. Is that how they say it? Shindar? Like the Seanchan lands or whatever it is. So
Shindar, yeah.
Right. Okay. So how much of the behavior of the Ogier becomes more like a fear reflex? Because I cannot imagine that the Seanchan really gave like a whole lot of, or at that point, Hawkwing's descendants didn't really give a whole lot of options. Like they were the same way in the Westlands. You become a part of this empire, or that's just it. You just, exactly. Like there really isn't an or. You just become this. And the fear tactics are strong in the way that the Seanchan approach everything around them. So I can't help but think like how much of like what happened to the Ogier, the way they assimilate to the Seanchan culture and live their lives versus like what the Westlands does, where it was just like everything sucks. I just want to sit under a tree and read, like they didn't have this like forced exposure with a really violent culture. So I think,
who's got it better then? Yeah, I guess it's a question.
I arguably anyone who gets to sit underneath trees and read always has it better.
Yeah, but we don't know what the Ogier and Seanchan are doing. I mean,
that's
if they're
true
not in the
too.
Death Watch Guard, like, is there a side of that society that is peaceful?
Yeah,
no idea.
Or has like some fancy like way of living that's entirely outside of what we would think of Ogier as wanting to live. Even that might be kind of cool.
Also, too, I mean, if they open the book of translation and they're like, okay, we've decided we're gonna go
Here
to
we
like
go!
even the Death Watch Guard Ogier, like it's just like that, and they end up somewhere else in their armor. Like, what the hell just happened?
I would like that.
Wait, what happened? Where are we?
Wait, what? Oh my gosh! And then you would have
the two societies trying to live together. Civil War. That's what I'm here for. Want to see it spin off? Let's go there.
I love that. I love that. Yeah.
Tracy, our brains went to the same place at the exact same time, and I saw it when it happened.
So Snakes
It'd
and
be
Foxes
so
was
cool.
asking. Go ahead.
No, please.
I was gonna say Snakes and Foxes was asking if you could feed a village with a Torokan. And I was gonna say I think the Torokan's probably more valuable. Sorry.
Maybe when it gets old and it can't carry cargo anymore.
That would be efficient.
It becomes
Yeah.
like a quasi Thanksgiving dinner feast.
Yeah, are any of them
Is that what we're
farmed animals
talking
like that? Yeah, it'd be interesting because like
Are they a protein
Well, if they
source
only have
when they're
if
not?
they only have one egg, then I mean, how often do they
probably-
lay eggs? Is the question.
ooh, imagine that omelet though.
Yeah.
Right?
Coral
How big would that
Coral milk?
rockin' omelet be?
Gross.
Hmm.
Gross.
Yeah, it says
Gross.
Torokan are so rare; they're rarely even used in battle because of how valuable they are. So I would guess
Okay.
not feeding villages.
No.
Well, now we know.
Now we know.
They're tow rocking because they are primarily used as cargo, so they tow people along.
Tow.
That's how you can
Mhm.
yeah, you tow.
Huh. That does
wonder though
not
if
feel
it's
like a.
I wonder if
Go
it's
ahead.
on its last leg though, if it's fair game. You know, like do they have a feast?
I tried it.
I hear he's
mean-
delicious.
It sounds like it might be a delicacy then. So it'd probably
Right?
go for
Yeah.
a village though.
Yeah.
Samwise comes out from like his approach to Mordor with his special salt mix. I've got spices. Sorry. Throw a little Lord of the Rings in there for everyone. You're welcome. That's so funny. We haven't eaten in weeks. That
Now I'm
Torokan.
just thinking of Torokan, but said potatoes.
Right. Exactly.
Torok and omelet cookout. Hope
Oh,
the Black
yeah.
Tower hope the Black Tower boys brought their taint sauce because
Mm.
we need condiments.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, there's a black and white edition of the companion. There's the big white book, and then there's the companion, right?
Mhm.
There's the world of
Mm-hmm.
Robert Jordan's The Wheel
Yeah,
of
yeah.
Time, and then the companion.
I don't really want to show my copy of My Companion. My
Your dogs
dog when
ate
she
it.
was very.
She's got a
very
hungry
little.
no bar.
He's
Who's
a
a
little
hungry
tiny
girl?
vicious no bar, and I learned never to keep my books on the floor again. She was very tiny, though. I had no idea. I can still read it though, so now it just has character, but character I'll keep off screen.
Snakes and foxes again. So can you eat from the litter of Grom?
Oh, probably. Yeah, there's probably going to be some leftovers there.
Are they the chicken wings of the Seanchan animals? I mean,
think
they
they-
are
I think
frog-like, and I
frog-like.
heard.
I
Yeah.
feel like the coral
Crumb
are
legs.
chickens or the chicken
Crumb-
animals.
I can't
I
believe they
like
have
my crumb
chocobos
legs.
in the Wheel of Time.
They have what?
They have what?
Chocobos.
Like
Like
that's
the-
the coral, right?
Yeah, the quorum. They look like chocobos from like Final
Look like
Fantasy.
chocobos.
I don't
Oh,
know
yeah,
what that
yeah.
is either. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I'm
That's-
having nightmares about chocobo breeding now. Thank you, Kevin.
They're strange. They also
wait a
only
minute.
lay one egg though. So
Man, these
These
animals
creatures are useless. They're like
I mean,
just
I know-
barely making it in their system.
honestly, yeah.
Like, yeah, they're like
Yeah.
just limping along. They're like we like to
I
kill
know
other
that
things
there's-
ourselves.
You know that there's Wheel of Time, like a video game, but if they had like think like Roller Coaster Tycoon or like Theme Park Tycoon, where it's just like Seanchan creature breeding and that type of thing, I'd be into that. Zoo Tycoon, Seanchan
Yeah.
expansion
Zoo
pack.
Tycoon.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Modders, please modders out there. I'd
Mhm.
love it if you made that. I'd love that.
Please. I can hear the children laughing in the background. You know, the stock sounds of like the little kids laughing.
That's so creepy.
I hear it.
I don't know why I
Julia,
didn't
oh, that's
think
you,
of-
Tracy. Julia Childs might have a recipe for Grom legs.
Instead of coq au vin, it'll be Grom.
I'm thinking
au
of like,
vin.
it should be more like Paula Deen because of the Southern influence.
Good point. Good
Mhm.
point.
Yeah.
All the butter.
All the
All the
butter.
butter. Mm-hmm. Frying
Sauce, though.
up a good old Grom leg today. Soak it in
They are
some
meaty.
buttermilk. I mean, yeah, why not? I bet that if they hadn't been exercised too hard,
That
might be.
is a beefy looking steak right there.
Right?
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 Yeah.
That's a growlem, right?
Grom,
Yeah.
grom.
Yeah.
Soup for days.
Look at
Look
that
at those
leg.
thighs.
Right.
Thighs.
Look at those
Look at that.
thighs.
That's that's a roast. Just
It's
waiting.
a meaty boy.
Man, I maybe have spent far too much time in my kitchen over the last few days.
What, Daddy Josh? Could you smoke us a Grom leg, please?
Yeah.
We need
We
to
needed that
Snippet.
scene of someone from the Seanchan in the books going, I really miss growlem legs,
Oh, the new Grom leg.
Welcome to McDonald's. You want to try our new Grom's legs? What sauce? What's the sauce? What's the sauce?
Oh, it'd be like a spin on like that Szechuan sauce, but it'd be like Seanchan sauce or something like
Yeah.
that.
Mm.
Yeah.
Rick. Sorry, Rick and Morty. We need more Szechuan
Secret sauce.
Okay, sorry.
The
I
Sean
love-
and sour sauce or something like the sweet. And
Ooh, that is good. The Sean and sour
Ah.
sauce.
the Sean and
like
sour
that.
sauce.
Mhm.
Taint sauce goes
Mhm.
with the Grom barbecue. Hell yeah.
It
Josh
probably
sent me
would.
some taint sauce in the mail, and it flew all the way from the
What a weird
U.S. to
thing to say.
Germany.
That's a weird.
It's his hot sauce. It's his hot sauce that he made.
Context clues helped me with that, but I did not
Sorry,
know
sorry,
it was called
sorry.
taint sauce.
You
Put it
can try
together.
some at Jordan Con, Kevin.
Yes.
Yeah, it was during a heat wave, so when I opened it, it was like ready to
Oh, no.
rumble. It was
Ready
good
to
though. It was ready to rumble. Sriracha, Sean Sriracha.
Sharon
Sriracha.
Sriracha.
Sharon Sean.
Sean
With
Cha-Cha
a
sounds
Texan
delicious.
drawl. That's the other thing that's missing from all of this. I just can't bring myself to even try to pretend to do that.
Some of that Sean Chan sriracha sauce.
There you go. Thank you. Because that's not going to be me.
That's not gonna be me.
Y'all see any of them Meredith Danny?
Mm.
I love it. I'm glad that someone else will do it.
Mm,
Thank you, Kevin.
taint sauce. Mm.
Josh's taint sauce. It's specific.
Delicious Josh's tossed
this-
taint sauce.
You got to do the whistle, with the.
I can't even do
I
that.
can't. I can't either.
Maybe. Nope. Tried. I got quasi close. But I know exactly what you're talking about. The Tumbleweed song. One that I always think of.
Yeah.
Love that
Yeah.
one.
Speaking of, Pot on Fane in season 1 has like all of these really stellar like cowboy shots, like
Yeah, he does.
he's kind of like getting his lean on, and then there's where he exits the ways, and it's like that. It's
Mhm.
like the cowboy shot from below. That way you can see the pistols, the guns.
The whole
But-
wine scene from episode 1 is like shot like a Western too.
It is, yeah. You're right.
It's interesting.
I loved the no sweeties for you as he's like coming through the town and he's laughing about it. And like knowing who Pod and Fane is, I'm like, yeah, you are like actually joyous at being able to tell kids no sugar for you. Like this isn't just like the jolly dude coming in being like, later there'll be candies for everyone. No. He's like, fuck you, children. You making my day.
He backhands one of them. He's
And
like-
it's not an
Just
accident.
kicks one into a puddle. It's rolling into
He's like, feeling good about that entrance. Yeah.
It's like you're dead, you're dead, you're dead.
Later camera and all the shit starts coming down. He's just standing off the edge, getting his lean on, like, check that out. Knew that was coming.
That's me.
That's me.
Isn't there a shot of him just smiling with glee during the Trolloc?
Yeah.
Pot and Bane just hates children. He hates glee. He hates joy.
All those fuckers out there dancing, shutting that shit down.
No one even asked him for a dance. He wasn't even on the dance floor.
Mhm.
Right?
They could have stopped it
That's
all.
Dance.
Right? Right?
If you guys just would have asked me to dance, that's all I wanted. It was a dirty dancing moment. That's how that scene actually was supposed to go. No one puts Pot and Fane in a corner.
I'm just picturing him doing the lift with someone.
Get the Murder.
Murder. Or Trolloc, any Trolloc
Yeah,
will do.
Not picky. It's fine. Oh my god.
Or he's just the choreographer and it's a Fade and a Trolloc doing it together.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
I like that too. Yeah.
That'd
Pot
be
and Fane,
great.
everyone.
Right? This just adds to
We'll
the
have time to
musical
meet-
factor. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. We need to start making notes, planning things out.
And the Seanchan show up on Tobin Head and it's just a big can line.
Yeah. I'm kind of thinking more like Stomp. Like, like they come in, they're like beating everything and drumming on everything as they're winding down.
That's why everyone swears the O's. They're like, they just look really cool. I mean,
And I mean, look at what they can do with all that percussion equipment. Like, that's awesome. I want to be a part of that. Right? Sign me up. Can I apprentice somewhere? Yeah, that's what that scene will be. Okay. Should I write this down? Okay.
note to self.
Note to self. Further Wheel of Time musical adaptation. Looking for the most ridiculous thing that could come out on Broadway.
You're a mean one, Mr. Fane. That's from chat, not from my
He's
brain.
really the Grinch that stole Ball Team, so it makes
You got served.
Narg dances at Rand. You got served. Also came from chat, not my brain.
Yeah. He's like, I brought my own board. I'm going down the ground. It's awesome.
Just
Love
break
this.
dancing. Oh,
Dance battles.
great dancing.
No,
Yeah.
no more sword fights. Every sword fight is replaced with a dance battle. Well,
Yeah,
maybe
Lan's
not
doing-
everyone.
What's the guy from Tekken who like breakdance fights? Like that? That's Lan. Anyone know who I'm talking about? Okay.
not by name, but by context, yes.
Okay.
Chat will know. They're smart. Chat's always
Right.
smart.
Rap
We
battles.
always know.
The merch all shows up like Slim Shady.
This is the best plan ever.
It is.
Rap battles, dance fights, cans, stomp, ripping off of, what do you want to call that? We're just gonna steal your idea thing. Like, we have so many ideas. I have so many ideas for things I could do in this space.
So they
Oh
put
my
on a
gosh.
traveling stomp show at Talk of All, I guess.
Oh, that's what replaces
Yeah.
the circus then. Okay.
Yeah,
So there's no
yeah.
circus there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You
Did
got to
they
have a good
incorporate-
replacement.
Did they incorporate the exotics into the dance number?
Yeah, we can
Yeah,
talk
yeah.
about the Stradit. Yeah.
Yeah,
What about the
Stradit.
Stradit? However you say it. Yeah.
Shred it. I don't know.
Sort of. Yeah, that's what.
But no, yes, because yes, oh my God, Cirque du Soleil with Stradette.
Right. It's Circus Soleil.
It's the Stradette swinging
Mm,
in the
drumline, yeah.
trapeze.
Drumline. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I like that idea a lot too.
So they should put
Oh,
on the
wow.
circus in the secret pool set.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And get
Yeah.
some Gollum in there and everything.
It's where they practice late at night, hoping nobody catches them.
The
Guys, don't let
secret
anyone know.
practice cave.
They're like, this is what we've always wanted to do. And they come out with this perfect number. And everyone's like, oh, well, this is obviously what you were meant to do. Please, by all means, create a whole new show. That would be brilliant.
I'm taking notes to send back to Amazon HQ. I have no ties there or any contacts there, but I'm,
Okay, that's
I'm
good
always
because someone
listening.
was asking if you
Schrodinger's
confirmed if you're a
Tweeter of Chaos.
Yeah.
I saw that as well.
Yeah.
That's all I'll say. But I did see the comment from someone who is a self-professed tweeter of chaos as well. So, you know, more
I
shoddy.
mean,
I see.
Rafe gets like 10,000 notes, so like 5 more is not going to hurt him. Just-
Oh, yeah. I'll let him know about the
Someone
stomp
just sent
battle,
him
and the
this
rap
video.
battle.
He quits. I can't compete with
This is what makes him quit.
this is
This
what-
is what pushes him over the line.
It wasn't the book close.
was it? Folks, it was the diehard fans. That,
It was can lines and
He started listening and was like, man, just going to hand that
I'm not
off
cut
now.
out for show business. I gotta get out of here. These guys are fucking weird as hell.
rough crowd. Give the
It's
people what they
true.
want. Shadow No, Shadow Huron is a voguer. I feel like he could vogue very well.
Oh, it'd be great on a catwalk because of the no movement of the cloak too. Like, it's just
Right?
like they just float down this catwalk.
Yeah.
Just like that. I love that. Thank you. Rafe is
You're
going to
welcome.
hear about this one too. So
Someone's got to send it to him. He probably doesn't check these things. If there's a shutdown of the Wheel of Time, I truly apologize.
Just throwing in the towel. Is that what's happening?
Yeah, that's it.
We're just
That's
done.
it.
We're done now. It was
It's
fun
the
while it
straw that broke the
lasted.
Surreddit's back.
So
do you think we'll have
Shredded
Shreddit money?
Shreddit money?
Yeah.
Not
even
with
Game
this
of Thrones
channeling.
didn't have Shredded money, so
I
Do
know.
you
Game of
think they
Thrones
have
did not have
Shredded money?
elephant money. Yeah, I know. I don't know. It'd be cool.
It would be cool.
You know?
I'd like to see them.
Game of
Are
Thrones
they
had
gonna be,
dragon
like-
money, but not Shredded money. So
Yeah.
Right? I thought maybe like the Rockin' or Toe Rockin' would be one that would be easier to do because it could be like a shot from far away and you wouldn't need that much CGI to like fully like flesh out the very fine details. But
Yeah. Simultaneously, though, we have an awful lot of like super rapid advancements in what can be done with like CGI and like taking from an artistic idea to like actually being able to see it on screen. Like, I think it would be possible to like even from far away have like really great detail because like people have worked on these things now. Like, I think House of the Dragon has done a great job with the dragons. I think they look so cool. They're like playful and fierce and just everything that I want to see. And I'm like, well, yeah, you guys had like all this experience built up behind you and then this time in between where people were like, how can we do this better? And we definitely like, I think we live in a space where what we can do digitally is so cool that we should definitely have like the funds should be there. I just can't believe it that it's not. Like it's one of those things like it's we can just build on what other
isn't
people
there
have
like
done.
a really big like backlog of like CGI work needing to be done right now because of
That I have
issues?
no idea about. I have no idea. I do happen to know it's a lot more difficult to find people who actually do work on like software development and like digital
no.
things. Like all
Snakes
of those
and Foxes
things.
says just copy and paste the dragons from Game of Thrones.
We went over this.
No.
We can't do that. They have front legs. We can't.
Yeah.
You're not
It's just not
listening.
doable. Come
This is
on.
not a drag and drop feature. This
No.
doesn't work like this.
And those are single rider dragons. We need the bus. We need the tow ride.
That's true.
Yeah.
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 What an idea. Man, that would be wild. I think that would be the one that would be harder to do though. Like I think it would be easier to do the rockin' than it would be to do the tow rockin', which is probably not a bad thing since they're much fewer. But I think if they're
Bruno's eye
like small
patch.
and
You didn't miss
light
us.
and fast.
Hey,
We're still going.
We're still going. We're still talking creatures and
And who
tangents.
knows
all
what
of that.
else. Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say creatures and ... Whatever strikes our fancy. Still kind of close to the Seanchan though. I feel like we've stayed pretty close to.
Yeah,
That
we're
was
on
a
topic
topic.
mostly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm happy with that. It's like I'm so excited to see what they're gonna do with them in the second season. Like
Mhm.
when Amber and I were going through like the little teaser trailer the other day, and it was little clip by little clip, and looking
Mhm.
at it just as a still on my screen and being like, this feels very like artwork. Like there's this attention to detail, there's a saturation of color, there's just this beautiful look to what they've done, and I am excited. Like I am here for it. And like
Yeah.
every scene
Mhm.
that the Seanchan were in, I was like, yes,
Mhm.
whatever that group is, they are coming in to fuck shit up. And like I've shown I've shown that
Mhm.
season 2 trailer to like friends of mine as they like come in and out of my house. I'm like, have you seen the new season 2 trailer for Wheel of Time? You want to watch it real quick? It's already up on YouTube on my Mac. I can just press the pause button and it's there. And like they're like, really? And I'm like, yes, doesn't this look good? And I'm like, I'm excited. And then they're excited. It makes me even more excited because they're not quite so hype about the first season. But now like
yeah,
this,
I mean,
look at
I
this
think
like
it's-
new thing. They're like, ooh.
I think it's good to depart a little bit from season 1, which feels much more traditional high fantasy. And I
Very,
think that's
yeah.
where like bringing the Seanchan and their creatures and all of that in makes it feel really different. In the same way that, I mean, the first book definitely has its own
Right.
feel to it, and things
Mhm.
For
change
sure.
quite a bit.
Yeah.
Especially like when you get to book 4, let's say.
Mhm.
So, I mean, if that's where they're taking the show, yeah, season 1 had to kind of mimic that a little bit because it's how the books are, but how they're bringing season 2 together with like books 2 and 3,
Mm.
there's, I don't know, like there's a lot of stuff that they're going to be putting in there that might almost feel you're opening up the world quite a bit, and you're making it
Yeah.
feel a lot different and a lot stranger and maybe scarier. And I think that's fun too.
Mhm.
And there is like this like creepy aspect to everything that is Seanchan. So
Seanchan.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
there's almost like this horror aspect too in that little teaser that we got, like Rand reaching, I think it's Rand, someone reaching out to this
Oh, yeah.
person
Mhm.
covered in blood.
Bloody
And
hands.
yeah, like there's
Mhm.
just like little tidbits in there where it feels different and it looks
Mhm.
different, and I like it.
This season's going to amp up the trauma a lot more than.
Oh,
And
yeah.
season 1 had
Yep.
trauma in
Yes.
it, but it's going to be worse.
Yeah. Can't wait.
Can't wait.
I love
Mess
to
'em
see
up.
them traumatized.
Well, I mean, I gotta be honest. I think my favorite scene in the teaser trailer is that snippet of Egwene where she's like collared, screaming. Like
Mhm.
it's like that fast, and I'm like, oh! Like I get all the feels. I'm scared. I'm terrified. I am like almost sick to my stomach, and I'm just like, oh my god, there are gonna be scenes and scenes and scenes with what's gonna happen to Egwene, and I think they must
Depending
have
on how
changed.
fast it goes. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, I have no idea how many plot lines we're going to be covering because everyone's so split up. But
Yeah.
that's going to be, I mean, hats off to them because it's going to be hard to do within
Yeah.
this 10 episode time frame. And I think too, like from the panel, everyone was kind of giving Madeline Madden like kudos for her acting ability. So
Yes.
I'm
I
sure
loved
like
that.
everyone's been impressed with, you know,
Mhm.
what she's been given and how she's acted it.
Can I ask about Matt? I mean, I know this isn't Seanchan related strictly.
I mean, he
Yeah,
rides like he
kinda.
rides a
Kinda.
rockin',
I mean,
so
yeah,
He's
I was
kind of
like, he
important
kind
to
of. Okay, cool. How do you guys feel about Donald Finn? I want to know. Any
Excited.
The
opinions?
clip was
Very
Yeah.
fantastic. I love the clip. I think it was really good, and he's gonna crush it as Matt.
Okay, cool.
I haven't seen it.
you know how I feel, but
Yeah, I
know. For
Tell
everyone
me.
else who
I
doesn't,
would hear it again.
no, like we've talked about it before, but I mean, Donald Finn in like my mind's eye looks more like what I pictured Matt to look like. Like
Very
he kind
much
of has
so,
a little bit
yeah.
more of a playful presence.
Very much.
But I think too, like for season 1, Barney Harris, I think like really, I don't know, he became Matt who he is in the books, like this dagger
Mhm.
sickness kind of like twisting him from the inside out.
Yeah.
But once that's over, like we kind of get the playful prankster back.
Yeah.
And so it's
Yeah.
like, okay, so it kind of like it works kind of perfectly, I guess. I mean,
He was so chill, like during the panel for New York Comic-Con.
replace Matt
Like-
every season. Sorry.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. He's like, I've been
Yes.
hanging out with the Two Rivers Tobacco a lot.
Just
I think every
make it a
time
running
he
gag.
fake dies, they should replace that.
Oh my
Yes.
god, that would be funny.
Oh, no.
That would be funny.
Just resurrected
I
as
don't
a
know
To
if I
new
the
can
Matt.
point
handle
where it's
that.
like multiple Matts per episode.
All right, in Shadow
Oh my
Rising, we need
God.
3 Mats.
3. Yeah.
Get more
3
shot me
Matts.
some wine.
It's
Oh, in a
like
single
the-
season.
Just make it a
single
running
season.
gag.
Oof. I don't know. I'm looking forward to him. I think he's going to do a really good job. I like even from the little clips, I think they've somehow like with the costume and everything, I think it's going to be far more seamless than I was afraid it would be, and I just kind of wanted to like I don't know, ask other opinions too.
Absolutely.
he does-
I don't think
He
yeah.
does ride a toe rockin' later, and I feel as
That
though
is
Donald-
one of my least favorite
I
scenes because it's
love
so goofy. I know
that
you
scene
do.
so much. I
When does
love
that happen
it.
again?
I don't even
It's like
remember now.
last
I
battle.
don't remember.
He's like
Yeah.
moto surfing.
Oh.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
I don't
like-
remember that at all.
Oh, it's so good. It's so
Make a
it's
little
one of
mental
those
note of that
moments
going
like when you're reading it and the scene gets kind of like almost cartoony. Like that's how I
Mm.
feel about this one. Like, okay, entirely cartoony.
Entirely.
It's just I don't but it's so fun. It's so ridiculous and so Matt and so fun. I love it.
Are we going to see
It really is.
Seanchan ride Grolem or Torm in battle?
I hope
I'm
so.
hoping for like
Yeah.
at
Not in
least-
season 2, but probably maybe later.
Well, I don't know because if they're gonna bring Torum in, aren't Torum one of the creatures that are
Rideables. Rideables. Yeah.
the rideables?
The
This is the
rideables, yeah.
rideable collection. It's an add-on to your starter pack, actually.
That's an
Rideable.
expansion pack, the ride.
Yeah, exactly. For an extra $65.99.
That's the next
This
level
Torm comes with a
Kickstarter
saddle.
tier. Is the rideables.
You get this limited
Basic
edition
Kickstarter is 3
leather for
Grolem.
your cap.
But I
Tips
was
hat.
just thinking if they're going to like bring in the creatures, it would be kind of fun to do it in a way where you could almost condense and then expand. So like the Torm in a way almost overlap with the Grom, and I think are probably cuter, maybe a little bit more like visually appealing. Sorry, Grom, you have all my
Yeah.
love, but
Oh yeah,
Like-
that's hot. All right.
Right.
That is
That's
hot.
scary.
That's what I'm talking
mean, it
about. That's
really-
what we need to see.
From like the nose up, it looks like the front of the ship almost.
Does it look on the ship? Okay, so to me, the thing
does look
that
better
I've been
that, though.
seeing.
I love the
Okay.
side eye on that guy.
Yeah, saucy,
So saucy.
saucy Torm. Yeah.
I will rip you apart.
And you'll
Saucy
like it.
Torm does not care for your comments about season 1.
It looks like the ones on the ship. I couldn't tell if it was like the texture of the wood or not. They made them look like they might have hair, like
Yeah.
fur instead of. So like maybe
Ooh.
combining like Lopar, Grom, Torum into kind of like one fluffy, dangerous, fun creature. You
Murder
know?
pack.
Yeah, but then like pull it
The
back
other
out and
expansion
have
pack.
the Grom and like the Toe Rockin' and Rockin' as they come out, because you kind of introduced like just one one particular one. And that's kind of how they do it in the books too. You don't get a slew of creatures during the Corrine. Is that right?
Mhm.
Like the first bring through. Like they have
Mhm.
some, but they don't have a lot. And so if they just brought like one contingent of whatever, and I mean apparently they get like a gajillion ships dedicated to their likeness. I don't know how that works, but I mean maybe that's just how it is on this like first run at the Westlands.
That brings me to a question I wanted to ask about how people felt about the Seanchan creatures possibly being more like prehistoric creatures than
I love it.
the reptilian scaly
Yes.
things in the books, because the Torm has fur
Mhm.
from what it looks like on its like likeness on the boat. So like from that profile shot of the boat, like the Torm, it looks like a saber-toothed cat, only 3 eyes.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
I mean,
Yeah, and the Quorum
There's
can be like
that.
the dodo bird.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that would be so fun. Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
that's almost exactly like how I picture it anyways. And then if we do like the rockin' and toe rockin' more like a pterodactyl or like
Mhm.
petrosaur, I mean, then you kind of went like fully
Mhm.
back in time. And then it goes really sci-fi almost.
Yeah. I think it's good though. I think it's a great idea.
I think it would
I have this
definitely
vision.
offer a distinction.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
true. Because they do kind of like look so similar, and the names are already going to be confusing enough. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, and if you make it something similar to what people can like make that brain association with, then it's, I don't know, it's easier, I guess, to understand maybe.
Mhm.
And to imagine people being like, wait, what? Like these people just rode in on saber-toothed tigers. Like, what is going on? This is bonkers.
Even
I would
more
love it.
reason to just swear the oath.
That's
Just be
right.
like,
Right?
you got it, you
Mhm.
got it, you got it, no problem.
Mhm.
If an army with dinosaurs comes, you're swearing oaths to
Right?
the emperor,
Oh, yeah.
right?
And like
Absolutely.
the armor, with the armor.
Oof.
oh,
Yeah.
I imagine like when if we still get Fane giving the horn and the stuff to the Seanchan and Falma,
Mm.
I imagine like he's like approaches them and then like a Torm just like tackles him and like pins him to the ground as like the introductory
Ooh.
scene or something for them,
Mhm.
because they're just like kind of so
Ooh.
vicious like that. It's like what I'm
That
picturing
would
in
be
my head.
great.
And he's like I'm still smug, but
Right.
Nice kitty. Oh,
my
I love
dagger's locked
that.
in there, please.
Oh, that would be really fun, especially to like give it like that whole, and there is control behind it, but it only belongs to like the person who the creature is bonded to, which
Mhm.
makes
Morat.
it even
Yeah.
which makes it scarier for like the person pinned under said creature.
Right?
You know, yeah, there's nothing
So
you can do
Turok
about
has
that.
a pet, right?
Does Turok?
Like he
Turok
should.
has
Like
one of them.
Suroth has the Lopar,
Okay.
Alman, Dragirl, or whatever. And then
I think you're
Turok
right. I think
should have one too.
I think Turok did have a lope. I think he
Do you
had
have
a
a
Torm.
Lopar too?
I think he had a Torm. I feel like I remember them describing it as like kind of like sleeping almost cat-like in the corner or something like that. I feel like that was how it was described to me. So it makes me think it was a Torm, but if any
It does
smart
seem
chat
to be
members-
like the creature of choice for the blood. You know, like
Yeah.
they all kind of
Like a
lean towards
pharaoh and their
having-
cats.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
Yeah.
There's
Except
like this prestige, associated with them. But they're
I
also
love the
like
way.
I was reading something about like they kind of like if they're used in battle, sometimes they'll just flip out and go berserk and just start like killing anything that's around it. And I think that's
Reliable.
really interesting too, because like you
Reliable.
have that image
They
of
have
it like
berserk
curled
mode.
up in a corner, napping, and then like it goes.
Oh, I
Out
want to
of
see
nowhere.
that. That would be so badass.
I mean, like, I don't know, blood and guts and gore. I'm here for it. I would watch it.
Hmm.
Mhm.
They're the most intelligent. Torm, it says that they're most intelligent of the exotic stuff. They're about horse size as well too. So, they're
Oh, that's right. They
it's-
are really
yeah.
large, aren't they?
mhm.
They're the rideable pack.
Rideable
on the rideable
expansion
pack,
pack.
yeah.
I did need all the details, so I'm glad we're like making sure I know. I don't want to spend the money and not get like everything as I wanted. Do I get to choose colors, or do they only come in one color? Bronze
question.
finish by any chance?
Uno's
No.
eye patch says giant ground sloths, and Snakes and Foxes says I'm getting battle cat He-Man
Mhm.
vibes.
Oh yeah, that's
Slow
true.
cars are definitely battle cats.
Battle
Mhm.
cats.
Oh, I like
I'll be
that.
I'll be hopping on my battle girl.
I want you wearing this shirt you're wearing.
lady.
I want you wearing that shirt and just smiling real big, like happy
Hold
Amber
on to your hat.
Do you need boots? Do we need to get you boots?
I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
They're not
I have like
cowboy
so many pair.
They're not cowboy boots. They're Grom. They're Grom girl boots because they're your boots.
No.
Grom boys.
Grom boys, Grom girls.
Grom girls. You need a divided skirt for riding.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
you know,
You
like
gotta touch
horse
a
girls.
Bernadette. We
You
need
know,
to
like
get touch
horse
of Bernadette.
Yeah, now they're
You
Torm
gave me
girls.
that.
Yeah,
Torm girls, Grom
Torm
girls.
girls.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Meet up.
Sword
Yeah.
guys are still sword guys.
Yeah. That
But
never
horse girls are
changes.
now low. Yeah, they're still Torm girls. And also Torm again, just for the record, nipple check. Yes, confirmed.
Yes.
Torms have nipples.
Yeah.
Yes, they nurse.
Uno's
It
eye
says
patch.
so.
In case you were
See?
wondering, they have live birth, so
Mhm.
nipples.
That makes me think it would be even cooler if they gave them like a furry exterior.
Mhm.
I would just love that. I would just love that.
So if the show messes up, I know, Kevin, you're going to fix it for us.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah. I'm gonna write a strongly worded letter to my boss. Dear
Amber and I always
Rafe.
Amber and I always joke around about our strongly worded emails.
No, I always say
Wow.
politely
Politely.
worded emails.
That's what it gets changed to. We're like strongly, and then it goes politely.
Oh,
Because it's better to be polite most of the time.
Dear Master Rafe.
No,
Finds you
no,
well.
don't go that far.
Honorable.
I see that your Torm is lacking nipples.
It says
I'm
here,
a
in the
breach
book,
of contract.
If you
As
read
per
the white
section
book,
A.
Kevin goes
Agree.
book over nipple mistakes. That's what's going to happen.
It's wet. It just sends right over the edge. Anything other than this, I can take it. So live birth. Oh, multiple live births for Torms, or just one at a
Oh.
time.
let's
do they have
confirm.
a
Let's
litter?
confirm.
I mean, if they have nipples, it would make sense that there might be like a litter.
What do you think?
I'm gonna say
Gonna
litter,
go one again.
and I'm gonna bet that they like to eat their young, because that's just how all the Seanchan creatures seem to be. You know, yum.
I tried to
I
find the
just
spot.
kidding.
I think
I
that you are
just gave
correct.
birth and I'm real hungry. I mean, I get that.
Oh no, it's always in single births. Always single births.
Okay,
Yeah, I
cool.
knew it. Yeah.
Whew. That's a good way to ensure survival of, at least one of them, maybe.
Not widely available, at least partly due to high mortality before reaching adulthood. But that's because they fight with each other a lot, so they just don't often make it to adulthood.
Man, someone to just
So.
step in and be
Hamsters.
like, do you need to go to your calm out corner, your calm down corner? Do you need to go
It's the
take a
third
little
eye. I
break?
get messages.
Yeah, they're like,
Are you looking at me weird?
strange. Don't like it.
You
I
looking at
just
me?
can't read your attention. God, you're
The
waking
third eye sees
out.
slights where there are none. That's the problem.
We saw the saucy photos the eyes were making. I
little winky wink. Little wink for everyone. That was happening.
mean, I really want to see it again.
Yes.
Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah, that's the face where it's like, are you starting something with me right now?
I know you're my brother. I'll take you down. It's fine. Don't care.
I know you're my child, of fresh 1 year old,
but still taking you down.
Who's the eye?
It's the eye. That's perfect. I love that idea.
I think we've got like 7 minutes left.
Oh my gosh. How the time's
7
flown.
Yeah.
Is
minutes.
that right? Someone from Black
Sounds about
Tower
right.
podcast? Blink twice.
So do you think season 2 starts with someone getting chewed out for not letting the little girl swear oaths from the end of season 1?
Oh,
Me?
from the
'Cause I think someone should get punished.
What
for
the
that.
hell were you thinking with that giant tidal wave, you fucking idiot? That was so stupid. What do you think you?
She
Wouldn't
was
it
going
be
to
great
swear
if she-
oaths. What do
It
you-
would be great if she was
What's that?
alive. Just when I thought she was out, they'd bring her back in. Yeah.
Seems like you'd have to. Maybe. I don't really know.
Okay.
Ugh.
BTP says they're going to hop in here in 2 seconds. I
Oh,
hope
man.
they have something to add about nipples or groms or live births or
I'm down for any of that. Apparently, that's what the
I think
last
we covered
whole-
all the animals, right? All the
grom
main-
leg
I
dinners.
think probably like at least ones that I think we have a decent chance of seeing coming up in the TV show, like at
Yeah.
the very
Mhm.
least. So like if people have like kind of questions about like how they like even like fit into societies and whatnot, like I feel like we've actually done a pretty good job of talking about them. Really,
Accidentally, yeah.
wow, well
Accidentally.
done, everyone.
We were
Amazing.
informative and absolutely
Wow.
just out of it as well. Oh,
So
look.
much more stuff.
Coming to
Look,
the
the BTP HQ.
Nice.
indeed. Nicely done, guys. That was actually
I
very
like it.
informative. I feel like I understand the Seanchan animals, the Seanchan
Mhm.
way, the Seanchan culture.
You're welcome. You're
Um,
welcome. Mhm.
You guys had an hour and a half to do it, and you guys went through everything. I can't. No, honestly, I
We're
really
impressive.
like
How many
It's like, honestly, I wasn't listening at all.
no, I'm definitely also we, not just me. We are also looking very forward to what in the absolute fuck they are going to do with putting these animals on screen, and which ones we're actually likely to get because easy.
I think I'm a fan of the stop motion, the old like dinosaur stop motion.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
generation of furries. Wait.
Josh is doing his best saucy torn pose on the
I
couch.
know.
I
it looks
agree.
like.
Really?
Mhm.
Wait, what if we just get this generation's Jim Henson to go do like real Jurassic Park-esque
What if you got someone like Guillermo del Toro to work on it?
Oh man, that would be
Alright.
Oh, we can have Steve Irwin's son.
Oh, Robert Irwin needs
Yeah.
Bindi,
a cameo.
Bindi Irwin
Oh my god.
with her
Oh.
outback hat.
What if they did like a behind the scenes thing where he's like just going over like the animals from the Wheel of Time, where he's just like,
And now we see it grow. As you can see by its 6 eyes, it can see exceptionally well, but since they're not on both sides of its head, it's a predator.
I think that would be great. I want to see that. Rafe, make that happen.
Right.
I'm sending an email
Kevin?
right now.
Let
I'm
him
not
know.
typing it right
He
now.
has, you've got a list.
All right. Hey,
I love
thanks
how
so much,
organized
guys.
you've
We
been.
really appreciate you coming on.
Yes.
Thanks for having us.
It was super fun.
You guys are awesome.
Happy Gathering Madness.
Information
Yeah.
in the description below.
Links and such in the below places.
Yeah, check out my links. I think there might be a Twitter one that might be interesting to people.
I didn't put that one in there. You told me to keep it a secret.
That's right. Never mind. I forgot. We cut that out. Ignore. Don't look for a Twitter link. Never mind, guys.
Don't do it.
Never mind.
Excellent.
There's nothing to see.
Awesome. But again, thank you guys so much. Always a pleasure to have
Thank you.
guys on.
Enjoy
Thank
the
you.
rest of your day.
Thanks.
You guys are fantastic. But we will let you go. I'm sure that you have fun things to do for the rest of the day. And by that, I mean watching all of the rest of our content for the Gathering. Just kidding. No, but honestly, if you guys want to come back, we are actually about to do a panel, or not a panel, a live stream with a special guest. And then we do actually later on have our Watt cocktails contest and drug split. So if any of you are
Nice.
doing anything in the rest of the day, definitely come on back and see us then. So
Have
Nice.
fun.
take care, everyone, and we will see some of you
Bye.
back here in 2 minutes, and the rest of you have a lovely rest of the day.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
I didn't make it.